Good day, good morning. This is Sedlo, and we are flying over the Emigrant Valley in Nevada. And this particular dry lake bed over here is home to Area 51, known as Dreamland, the test site, the remote location, formerly known as Watertown Strip, Paradise Ranch, things like that. It's always been a subject of fascination for me ever since I can really remember. I think the first inkling I ever had of it, I was a young kid and I read Red Storm Rising, and the chapter about the Frisbees, the F-19. They made reference to a secret airbase in Nevada, and that really piqued my interest. And this is it here, I get to finally fly over it. Anyway, took delivery of this book this week. This is by Peter Merlin, who is probably the world's foremost expert on Area 51 on the civilian / uncleared side. He has been researching and writing about Area 51 for years and years. He's interviewed people who've worked here, who've flown here, who designed the airplanes that were test flown here. Things like the U-2, the A-12, SR-71, Have Blue, which was the prototype for the F-117, Tacit Blue, a technology demonstrator, which technology eventually went into the B-2 and others. This is also home to the Red Hats and the Have Drill, Have Idea, Have Donut projects, which were foreign military exploitation things, because the Americans, through various means, which are detailed in this book, some of it for the first time, acquired some Soviet-designed aircraft, and they live in these buildings here. So they test flew the airplanes here. They developed tactics to deal with them, and it's just been a really cool thing. It's all detailed in this book, and I highly recommend it. It's huge, as you can see, compared to these glasses. It's a big, thick read. You wouldn't want to get clubbed over the head with this book. You might actually die. But anyway, it's just, why am I making this video? It's not a book review, it's not a history lesson, it's just something I wanted to do. To do this in real life would be amazing. You've probably, well, if you're anywhat interested in Area 51, you've probably seen some aerial photos taken a couple years ago by a civilian flying in a Cessna. Fully legal, you know, he was cleared through the airspace a few miles from KXDA here, and the photos he got were amazing. But he's taken them down from the net. I'm not sure if he's, had a talking to or under investigation or what, but anyway, they were pretty cool photos. All right, Sedlo, where are you going with this? Well, in honor of the testing of the MIGs here, thought maybe we could go head-to-head with a MIG and do one of the have type exercises. So we're going to load a BFM scenario, neutral BFM against Eastern Bloc. Let's go MiG-21. There he is. So corner speed for the Viper is 330 to 440 knots. We are well above that right now. But let's bleed some of that energy in the climb, and we'll try to get this guy with guns. See how much energy we bled there. That's not good. Yeah, he's too far for guns. Let's switch to missiles. Fox 2 defeated. Fox 2 again. And I don't think that's going to hit him. Get some of our energy back. And a little pull. Not too much. Ease off a little bit. Don't want to get below 330 knots too much. And we'll extend out a little bit and pull it in again. MiG 21's pretty quick. We can get them. Looking good. Let's try to go get into a lag pursuit situation here, maybe. No, pulling too hard. Airspeed back. Let's crank it. Whoa, dude. There we are. Got him. Now, of course, they didn't really shoot down the assets. You know, this is just a game. But yeah, no. I highly recommend if you have got the money for it. It's a fairly expensive book. It's about, I think, 60 US, about $100 Canadian. If you can't afford it, ask your local library to get it. It's just a fascinating book. All right, let's come in and do a landing here at Groom Lake. The original runway is the one here on the right side. It's decommissioned now, probably. It's probably not maintained. It's got X's on it in real life. So the outer runway here, the one furthest east, this is runway 14 left. We're coming in for the break on. I imagine the noise abatement procedures for the overhead here at Groom Lake call for a left-hand brake to stay away from the base, but today we're going to go right-hand. Now you see here, this is marked as a taxiway, but apparently can still be used as a runway for lighter aircraft, such as the Janet Beechcraft that they have, flying in and out of here. And yeah, in that book, the history of Janet is there. Some really cool pictures and patches and stories about that, how the call sign became Janet. It's probably as you think. The base commander in 1969, I forget his name, but he was a CIA guy, because the CIA actually managed his base up until the 70s. His wife was named Janet, and he named the call sign for the aircraft that come and shuttle people and material back and forth from other non-classified facilities. Their call sign is Janet. Now, up until a couple years ago, the Janet aircraft, they'd say leave Las Vegas as Janet 526 or whatever. And when they switched to Dreamland approach or tower, they would change their call sign to something tactically cool, like Boxer 2-3 or, you know, things like that. But a couple years ago, the policy must have changed, and they keep the Janet call sign even when they come to Groom Lake. So if you're a radio nerd like me, that would probably be of interest to you. All right, let's see here. So threshold, throttle back, get the nose up to flare. We're gonna float because I haven't done this in a while. Float, 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 float. There we go. And we're not going to make that taxiway, so we're just going to roll it out to the end. Not even going to use brakes because this is a long, long runway. Anyway, we've arrived at Groom Lake. Guess that's all I have to say about that. I hope everyone has a great day, and we will talk to you another time. Bye-bye.